Hello and welcome to all my beautiful, vibrant souls who are Taurus suns or have other significant Taurus placements. Welcome to your month ahead. We're going to be looking at September 2023 and seeing what it has to offer. A little quick side note before we dive in. I think it's worth noting that we do have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Virgo for the first half of the month up until the 14th, and there will be a little, brief shadow period following. So because of that, what I'm going to be doing is pulling an oracle card to look at the overarching theme of the energy you can expect for the month ahead, pulling cards about how this might play out just in general in your life, how this might play out in love, and how this might play out with retrograde specific themes. So yeah, that's exciting. And with that, let's get into it, my friends. I hope that August was kind to you. I hope that things have been going well. Surrender in reverse. All right. What you need to let go of. I get it. I see. My fixed sign babies. Taurus doesn't like surrender. I love my Tauruses. But all fixed signs can be prone to stubbornness. That's what they're known for. They're dependable. They're solid. And solid things don't move. Ever. There's something that needs to be surrendered though, okay? We have 91 here. That could be significant. You could be born in 91. But we also have the red and the purple indicating the root and then that, third eye crown chakra area. And, 91 reduces to a 10, which is the end of a cycle. There's something that needs to be done. There's something that needs to be surrendered, something that you've learned everything, root to crown, top to bottom here, T to B. You've learned everything you're going to learn from it. You've gotten everything you're going to get from it. And I feel like you might be struggling to let it go. Relationship change when I cut the deck, but I wanted to look at the one under it. Effort. Some of you have been trying and pouring so much into a relationship, either to try to change it for the positive or to try to stop it from changing, right? To hold on to it. So very likely there's a relationship that needs to get surrendered. So let's see what we get, my dear. Excuse me, we get allergies. That's what we get. Self-love. I already want to hug you guys so hard. It's going to be okay. I almost want to cry. What the fuck? What are you guys doing to me? 61 reduces to a 7. Okay. I think a lot of you, this situation has been pushing you toward a journey of finding the truth of your self-love. Red and blue here, root and throat chakra, feeling safe and secure enough in your truth. Feeling safe enough to express yourself. A lot of you, the effort you've been putting in might have been holding back your true authentic expression, or almost like trying to... I'm getting this image of somebody trying to say the right words, trying to convince somebody. And you don't have to convince anybody to want to be with you. You don't have to convince anybody to want to be in your life. But there's at least one person in particular you're very afraid of losing. What is this card? It's getting my attention. Yeah, okay, there's effort in reverse. That's why it's time to surrender the effort you're putting in for this person. Change. I know it's hard. All right. But this is going to be a month of... getting very honest about your self-love, getting honest about the effort you've been putting in and how that reflects on your self-love, right? How that reflects on what you give to yourself, what you want for yourself. We have 61 here, reducing to a 7. 7 is very much a very spiritual number, but it always is kind of about going inward and reflecting on these really, really big themes. And so this month is going to be a time of getting very, very clear on that. Some of you are going to be, I feel like, speaking your truth. And for those of you where you're having a conversation, I'm almost getting like saying it and your voice is breaking and maybe you don't cry in front of this person, or you've been it's coming out of you, right? It's a dam breaking. And there's something where you're finally standing up for yourself, even if your voice is shaking, even if you're afraid as hell. It's brave. That's what it is. And you guys are getting real brave. I'm proud of you. So let's see how this is going to be playing out in your life in general. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay. 3 of Cups. Oh, it's okay. Justice reversed. I want to look at this card but not take it. King of Wands. So this could be playing out with a Libra, with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius potentially. Yeah, I think in general in your life, something's not going your way. Sorry. Something is delayed. What is this thing that's not going your way? Two of Pentacles, a decision was not made in your favor. Something, things might just not be going your way financially. It could be really, really out of balance here. There's a sense here where you may have been trying to juggle between some really challenging opposing circumstances, and it's kind of like it's really hard to make these two things work, and you're getting criticized about it. You're getting like you're going out of your way and putting in so much effort to try to make these two things go together, make these two things work, knit these two energies together seamlessly, and somebody's like criticizing you. Somebody's angry at you. Yep, King of Pentacles reverse. I immediately heard, why can't you do anything right? Who do I need to pants somebody for you? I will. I'll pants them, I'll call them a nerd, I'll point at their stuff, and I'll laugh in public so they feel bad about it. I got you. But no, there's a sense here where okay, sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages about this. You've been tasked with doing a lot of work, whether in a relationship, at your job, balancing a lot. Yeah, Four of Swords. And you see how the swords are sticking into her? There's three here, right? The Three of Swords are always about heartbreak. There's a sense where like you have had to remain calm. You've had to hold down the fort. You've been asked to balance these things that are really, really hard to balance. And I feel like you've been taking on the burden and the work that somebody else in an equitable situation should equally be doing with you, right? We already see this with Justice reverse. There's a lack of equity, a lack of fairness, a lack of justice here. And whoever else is involved with this is then also, I feel like, looking at you critically, or that's the fear, right? Like, why can't you do this? Why can't you get this together? Because upright, this is somebody who's got their stuff together, who's dependable, reliable. And there's a sense here of you trying to juggle and balance all this stuff, and somebody is piling onto that and saying, well, why can't you manage 10,000 things? Like, what's wrong with you? Well, they're just sitting there sipping on a Mai Tai, pissing you off. You've been tasked with too much, and you've been holding on, and you've been doing a lot of work for a long time. This could be with a friend with a Three of Cups, somebody who's very, very near and dear to you. This could be with somebody who's all about fun in the moment and kind of doesn't really get serious, doesn't really do... It's ironic because this is somebody who I feel like doesn't really do the work, leaves it for other people to kind of do. And then is like, well, why can't you manage everything? Because they are so divorced from the reality of what they're asking people to do, if that makes sense. So they've left you in an unfair situation. This could be a boss. This could be, like I said, a friendship. This could be a family member. They left you in an unfair situation. For some of you, you're dealing with a co-parent who is not contributing materially and is not showing up emotionally, and they're kind of like criticizing your parenting. And there's something here with the Wheel of Fortune reverse where it's just not coming together. The energy is not flowing. Things are not going your way. And the whole entire point is to show you how imbalanced and unjust this situation is, because something needs to get cleared out, sweet pea. Yeah, King of Wands, there he is. That's so funny because when I pulled this initially, I thought about taking this out because I like to gesture with the cards while I talk. So I thought about it. I'm like, no, I'll remember. And then boom, this is the one that came out. So I feel like a lot of you guys are, we have a couple of court cards here, so we have a few people represented. This can represent kind of an ego clash. A lot of you guys are getting confident or getting more confident, and you're saying so, like you're being pushed to this King of Wands where you're being pushed to take motivated action. This is somebody who's got self-esteem and self-respect. So does, usually this person does when they're upright as well. But there's a sense here where, and you could be, like I said, dealing with a fire sign, earth sign. We have Libra showing up here, where this could be, somebody who's really, really demanding. But I feel like this is pushing you to this King of Wands energy where you're kind of like, you know what? No, I'm pushing back, right? And to know your worth and your value and be very confident in that and like, kind of stand firm in that. I want to know more about, okay, what's going to go on with your love life this month? Okay, we have the Two of Wands reversed. Interesting. We have the Hanged Man. Okay. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. So for love, this could be related. I'm almost feeling like it's not. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed showing up at the bottom. So for love, I feel like this is a month where you're going to be making you're going to be getting clarity. We see this right here, right? Things are going to be on pause. Like I said, things are kind of not moving forward, and this is giving you an opportunity to pause, either about a decision you were very, very enthusiastic on that you are now rethinking, or it's kind of like whatever's going on in the, you know, with you know, this situation, these people, this person. I think there are lessons, there's insight that is learned here that you're then applying to your love life, because it's kind of like, whoa, like let's say this was work, right? And by sticking up for yourself at work, you're kind of having this like burst of confidence. This might also then start to like impact your love life, right? You're getting clarity. What is this Ace of Swords about? Page of Swords. Okay, getting clarity potentially about somebody you've been talking to digitally, somebody you've been talking to on social media. Somebody might be reaching out. This could be somebody who has reached out to you before and you kind of haven't really responded, and now you're kind of like almost imbued with this confidence. You're like, you know what, I'm going for it. This feels positive. Yep, Queen of Wands, there's that confidence. Somebody who views you as very attractive, fire sign energy showing up again. And the 10 of Wands reverse. Yeah, this is what I mean. I feel like whatever you've been dealing with, having to let it go is like a boost to your self-love and your self-confidence, letting go of this burden. And so I feel like in love, this is starting to shine. You're going to attract a lot of interest. You're going to attract, you know, people in your DMs. You're going to get, you know, I feel like retrograde might bring back people from your past who kind of want to see what you're up to. If you've been very distracted with this other situation in your life, and you haven't had a lot of time to give to your partner, to give to your love life and your love situation, you're going to have more energy freed up by the end of the month, right? This burst of self-love, because again, this difficult situation is meant to push you to realize that the demands being put on you are unrealistic and you don't have to take that, right? And to recognize your own value, your own magic. We see this here with the Queen of Wands. So by the time you get into this energy, this is really where you're attracting a lot of really, really beautiful energy. If you are, you know, with somebody, this is your partner loving up on you, sending you extra texts, wanting to know where you're at, wanting to like know more about you. If you're in the dating pool, this is like somebody, you're getting a lot of matches. You know, people are commenting on your social media. People think you're looking good. You got to glow up, and it's the energy of self-love, right? For some of you, you know, if you're dealing with somebody kind of off and on, again, I mostly see a lot of messages. I see a lot of people wanting to kind of know what you're doing, right? People think you look good when you're going out. People think, you know, you've got it going on. You're coming out as sexy, right? It's that confidence. That's that spark. So in your love life, I think that, you know, there's nothing major and concrete here, but if you're with somebody, things are either improving, or if you are single, you're attracting a lot of offers. You're attracting a lot of communication and a lot of interest. People want to know, pardon my itchy nose, especially if you take time to kind of like, you know, change your style, or if you're doing something kind of, you know, with the exterior that's reflective of this new wave of confidence. People notice. People want to know what you're doing. They're like, oh, they changed their hair. Like, oh, okay, you're changing up your style. There's something where your confidence is shining through. So people are going to be expressing a lot of curiosity. And again, it's an energy thing. They can pick up the increased confidence. They can pick up the freed up energy from letting go of whatever this challenging situation is. And I do see that here. So I want to know about retrograde more specifically. What's retrograde? Yeah, the star reversed. I'm not surprised. The 3 of Swords. Yeah. The Lovers. Okay. I want to look at this card, but not take it. 10 of Swords. I'll take it. Okay. And the 2 of Pentacles shows up at the bottom. For some of you, this difficult situation is a love relationship of the past. And by letting that go, you are welcoming in new love. You're welcoming in you're attracting new opportunities. For some of you, what retrograde is essentially bringing back, I feel like retrograde is bringing back a love situation, possibly with a Gemini or an Aquarius, a love situation that you really felt like was supposed to be for you and did not work out. And something is coming back in order to be healed. We do have 2 very painful cards here, and they're both upright, and we have a healing card, but it's reversed. This is something where this situation is coming back around. You know, either somebody's reaching out to you. I want to look at how is this coming back around for you. Somebody might be reaching out, again, with this Page of Swords in the wave of interest. Six of Wands reversed. Somebody saw you on social media or like out in public and they're thinking you look good and damn, I missed out. Queen of Pentacles reversed. They did not honor you. They did not treat you respectfully. Interesting. We have two true pairs showing up. The King and Queen of Wands are upright. The King and Queen of Pentacles reversed. This would be like the energy is there, but the actions were not. And again, those don't have to be the same, but I'm just noticing that as I'm talking. This is somebody who I feel like wants to talk to you again, wants to be in your orbit, wants to clear things up is what I'm getting. What's their real energy and intentions? They don't want me to know. They're trying to hide this card. Strength. Okay. This person might be very stubborn. This person might have a lot of pride. This person could be a Leo. This person would like to apologize, and they mean it. The World. I am getting this feeling that things have not been really right in their world since they did you dirty with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. And there's a sense here where I think this is why they don't want to come out and just like say it. There's a sense where, especially if they tend to be really stubborn, they're, not super spiritual. They might not have like believed in karma beforehand. There's something where their world just has not been right since they, and this feels like they really, because for me, hang on. Not only did they hurt you, and we see this, with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, but we have the Lovers. That's a divine connection. And the Star upright, this is, this is like not only a wish come true, but something that is in divine alignment with us. It feels so good because it's not only something we wanted, but it's something our soul is craving. It makes us feel like we're living the life we're supposed to live. There's something that was in divine alignment and they broke it. It's like they broke a soul contract. They broke your heart. They broke this, and they did it very painfully. This is a stab in the back, right? This person, maybe they've started to kind of get some of like, and I don't like looking at karma like a punitive thing, right? Like karma's going to get you, but there may be a sense where they've started to understand. They've started to have experiences that have caused them to empathize with where you were coming from and the impact of how they treated you. And there's a sense here where I do feel like they want to apologize. There's a little bit of selfishness because they kind of feel like, okay, universe, I'll go apologize. Just stop coming after me. Somebody wants to apologize because they want to make things right with you. They would like a cycle to end. Yeah, Four of Swords. This is somebody you're not talking to. Somebody you haven't been in communication with for a while. The Fool reverse. This is somebody who I feel like you were supposed to have this whole adventure with, this whole journey with, and they backed out. They ditched. Seven of Wands. I feel like they were very defensive toward you. They may have been unkind. Yeah, cutting with their words is kind of something I'm getting. Four of Swords. They may have straight up ghosted you. Two of Pentacles reversed. They realized that they left this out of balance. They were asking so much of you, and they just kind of like ditched. Again, these could all be related, but these don't have to be. These can be separate occurrences. So you have a lot this month coming back about taking your power back and seeing the shift in the energy in your reality. I feel like, this combination for me is a very quick shift where, as you're kind of getting the shift in perspective with the Hangman about your worth and your value, other people respond to that almost like immediately. You start to see that in your reality almost immediately. So this is going to be quite a big month for you guys. I'm wishing you well. Thank you so much for being here. I hope I get the chance to read for you again in the future. Take care.